The moon hung like a silver coin in the velvet sky, its gentle light spilling across Emma's pillow. Outside, the world was quiet and still, but inside her little room, something wonderful was about to begin. "All aboard!" a soft voice chimed, echoing not from the street below, but from somewhere much closer. Emma sat up, her eyes wide with wonder. The Moonlight Train is leaving. Her stuffed bunny, Barnaby, wiggled beside her, his button nose twitching. "Where are we going?" Emma scooped him up, a smile spreading across her face as she pointed toward the window. There, hovering just outside, was a train made of starlight and moonbeams, its windows glowing with a warm, inviting light. "An adventure," she whispered, and just as she said it, a gentle breeze swept through the room, carrying the sweet scent of night-blooming jasmine and the promise that this was no ordinary night, but the start of something truly magical. Stepping onto the shimmering platform that appeared at her window, Emma and Barnaby climbed aboard the Moonlight Train. The doors hissed shut with a sound like a sigh, and with a soft puff of sparkling dust, the train lifted into the air, gliding silently into the endless starry sky. The train car was cozy and warm, lined with seats as soft as clouds. Outside the grand window, the world transformed. They soared past sleepy rooftops and dark, whispering forests, leaving her familiar town far behind. Soon, they were cruising through a sky river of shimmering nebulae, where stars drifted by like glowing fish. Emma pressed her face against the cool glass, her reflection staring back with wide, amazed eyes. They passed a constellation shaped like a giant sleeping cat, its tail flicking playfully as they went by. Planets spun slowly in the distance, wearing rings of glittering ice and dust like celestial hula hoops. The conductor, a kind-faced old man with a beard made of silver threads and eyes that twinkled like the stars themselves, tipped his hat. "First stop, the Whispering Waterfalls," he announced, his voice as gentle as the train's hum. The train dipped lower, descending into a landscape painted in shades of soft blue and purple. They were in a valley where waterfalls didn't crash, but instead cascaded in silent, glowing streams of light. The water flowed upwards into the sky, carrying with it tiny, luminous flowers that bloomed and faded in an instant. Emma watched, completely mesmerized, as dreambirds with feathers of pure moonlight swooped through the glowing curtains of water, singing a song that had no sound, but filled her heart with a feeling of pure joy. Next, the Moonlight Train chuffed its way toward the glimmering meadows, a vast field where the grass wasn't green, but woven from threads of silver and gold. As the train glided just above the ground, the blades of grass chimed softly, creating a beautiful, tinkling melody. Glowing butterflies with wings like stained glass fluttered around the train, landing gently on the window before flying off again in a swirl of color. Emma imagined running through the fields, the musical grass tickling her ankles, and the friendly butterflies dancing around her. It was a place made entirely of happiness and light, a dreamscape so lovely she wished she could stay forever. Barnaby, tucked safely in her arms, seemed to agree, his floppy ears perked up with delight. Finally, the conductor's gentle voice filled the carriage once more. "Last stop, sleepy traveler." The train began its slow, graceful descent, leaving the magical meadows and starry rivers behind. It floated back through the night sky, past the familiar moon, and down toward her own neighborhood. The houses were all dark and peaceful, everyone tucked away in their beds. The train pulled up silently to her window, the shimmering platform reappearing just for her. Emma stepped off, holding Barnaby close, her heart full of the beautiful sights she had seen. She turned to wave goodbye, but the train was already fading, dissolving into a final puff of sparkling stardust that drifted away on the night air. Emma crawled back into her bed, the sheets feeling extra soft and welcoming. The moonbeam that had been her invitation now lay softly across her blanket, a gentle reminder of her journey. She closed her eyes, the silent song of the whispering waterfalls and the tinkling chimes of the glimmering meadows still echoing in her mind. Outside, the night sky twinkled with 1,000 stars, but Emma knew they weren't just winking. they were waving goodnight. And as sleep wrapped around her like a warm hug, she smiled, knowing that the Moonlight Train would be waiting for her again in her dreams, ready to take her on another extraordinary adventure.